A banner flutters in the wind. Posters of Barda and Elder Herrick are plastered across the city walls. The people murmur, some in anger, some in hope. A voice echoes over the scene.
Citizens of Bergram, the time has come to ask ourselves, who truly protects our future? She steps forward, her voice sharp yet commanding. Our militia stands weak, their weapons rusting, their patrols disorganized. How can we trust them to guard our homes when they can barely defend themselves? But more than that, our so-called leader has chosen to align himself with those who bring chaos, adventurers whose wake is littered with destruction, unchecked power, and bloodshed. Barda shakes her head. The elder stands with them, but does he stand with us? The crowd stirs, whispers of doubt and fear.
My friends, I hear your concerns, and I will not stand silent while fear takes root in our hearts. Our militia is not an army of kings. They are fathers, mothers, builders, and bakers who take up arms to protect their home. Their strength is not in steel, but their love for Bergram. Herrick's tone grows firm. And these adventurers we scorn, were they not the ones who stopped the tremors, who faced the menace of sly Slinkfoot when others faltered? They have their flaws, as do we all, but to turn on them now. He shakes his head. Barda would have you believe that division is our path forward, that we must push away those who do not fit our mold. But Bergram has never been a city built on fear. We stand together, or we fall apart.
Who will lead Bergram? Who will secure its future? The choice is yours.
The Bergram Gazette had sent the town into chaos. Terror, outrage, a desperate cry for justice. The people demanded answers. The elder had shut down Zebar's Inn, declaring it a refuge for chaos bringers and criminals. And so Mono ran. The halfling monk barbarian sprinted through the streets, his mismatched eyes, one green, one blue, glinting with urgency. In his hand, the Gazette's front page crumpled under his grip. He had to find Johann, his best friend, his battle brother. But he wasn't alone. Beside him, Jason, the fighter and quartermaster of Zebar's Inn, kept pace. A man of quiet strength, clad in leather armor, modest but sturdy. His weapons? A mix of steel and cooking utensils, for he was as much a chef as a warrior. He had lost his home, Zebar's was gone, and he had a score to settle. Trailing them was something else. A feline shadow, a slinking mystery cat. It stalked from rooftop to rooftop, unseen but ever present, watching, listening, waiting. The winding woods stretched before them. Here, the battle had been fought. Here, the party had vanished. Mano slowed. The trees whispered of magic spent, of clashes in the dark. Jason scanned the ground. Footsteps, scorched bark, a trail leading deeper. They followed, through tangled roots, past fallen branches, toward the sacred grove of the Druids' enclave. There, at last, they found them. Johann the Brutes, Lyra Moonsong, Xylon the Shadow, Xyrus, the so-called Paladin. The hunted, the exiled, the infamous. And as Mono caught his breath, gripping the Gazette, he knew one thing. The town had turned against them. The elder was preparing to wipe them out. And if they didn't act soon, Bergram would never be the same again.